Indigenous Philippine art is art created by the Philippines indigenous peoples. It involves working with raw materials such as trees, fruits, and vegetable extracts. Some of the Philippines' art treasures can be discovered in caves, trees, and woods.
Art tells a story, and indigenous art provide a unique window into the experiences and beliefs of both the current and historical cultures. Indigenous art has ranged from functional works, rituals, ceremonies, item decorations, and illustrations of lore and history to modern twist on a visual language rooted in culture.
Furthermore, it serves as the foundation for traditions, customs, protocols, language, ways of knowing and being, and connections to the country and its life-sustaining resources. Culture permeates all aspects of life and is critical to indigenous communities and individuals' overall well-being.
The rapid changes brought upon by globalization may be harmful to indigenous people as well as their arts. The modification caused by modernization may lead to people forgetting and becoming unappreciative of their own culture.
Though popularity may be best for their tourism, they may also be easily taken advantage of and exploited by capitalists. Indigenous art is a part of country's history. Preserving it will help future generations to learn and understand their country's record.
As long as art continues to live within the hearts of the people, it will never die. It is crucial to promote indigenous art to help people, especially the younger generations, because they will be the ones to continue its legacy.
As we begin to present our vlog, I invite you all to watch and listen as we discuss how our group can help preserve and promote indigenous art in the face of threats posed by globalization and modernization. Here are 5 ways we can promote and sustain indigenous Philippine art. Build public awareness.
Raising the public awareness and educating the public is essential to implementing indigenous rights. All of us are accountable for this. There's a good explanation for the widespread skepticism. However, we must educate ourselves and recognize our involvement in consumerism and policies that support the demand for production, profit, and exploitation. The impact on indigenous peoples, their territories, and their lands can then be started to be understood. Being indigenous, our connection to the land is fundamental to who we are, our identity, and our survival ability.
Focus on the priorities.
Focus on the priorities. Indigenous people are unable to choose their way of life and obtain control over their own healthcare, education, and other services without their lands being protected. That is a top priority by far. Everything else is secondary. Tribal peoples prosper when their land rights are respected. If they're not, things won't go well.
Their lifestyles and means of livelihood may teach us a lot about protecting natural resources, raising food sustainably, and coexisting with the environment. To solve the problems that food and agriculture face today and in the future, it is crucial to mobilize the knowledge derived from this history and these historical legacies.
Hosting public exhibitions or museums. Hosting public exhibitions or museums may help draw the audience's interest. This is because they can feel educated and relaxed by the crafts they encounter. It allows individuals to see and experience the art firsthand. This may be both enjoyable and educational for the audience. While museums may be helpful in promoting art, it also allows it to be preserved and protected by providing it with a safe environment to be kept in. Promotions through social media.
Promotion through social media is also one of the easiest ways to disperse information. This is the most effective since, according to statistics, 82.4% of Filipinos and 59% or 4.7 billion people worldwide have access to social media. Though this allows for easy sharing of information because it is easily accessible to everyone, this may be prone to spreading misinformation.
Conducting research and releasing documentaries.
Conducting research and releasing documentaries can give people a more profound understanding and in-depth knowledge of artistic works and their history, rather than just their general idea. And in the long run, it can serve as detailed records for future researchers to use as a reference.
Indigenous art is significant in our communities because it allows for the expression and recognition of indigenous culture. Indigenous people have long been unable to express their stories, histories, and knowledge through language, song, or art. This is only a small part of our responsibility to recognize and respect indigenous peoples. Through this video, we've learned that indigenous art helps people recognize the method of creation and can provide us with comprehension of the past. Many indigenous people are deeply committed to making their communities a better place to live through their art. We must continue cultivating the importance of hard work and learning new skills in our society. Doing so will better understand the value and time that has gone into creating handmade items, and they will cherish them as much as we do.
As we conclude our vlog, we want to remind you that Indigenous art is more than just an art form. It tells a story, shares a rich history and culture, and depicts the knowledge and significance of their land. We wouldn't be where we are today if they hadn't accomplished so much, and will continue to do so. We encourage you all to use our 5 strategies to help preserve and promote Indigenous art, especially in the face of globalization and modernization.